Good morning, dear students. We are again back with a new poem, A Tiger in the Sea. He stalks in his vivid strips the few steps of his cage, on pads of velvet quiet, in his quiet rage. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass near the waterhole where plump deer pass. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his wide fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. This is a poem written by Leslie Norris. In this poem, Leslie Norris is describing about the condition, the pitiful condition of the tiger in the zoo. It shows the poor condition of the tiger in a cage. In a zoo, the tiger walks in the limited space provided to it. He can take a few steps only. There are strips on his body which are easily noticeable. His paws are soft like velvet. He does not make any noise while walking on his pads of velvet. Usually, the tiger is silent but in anger. Poet suggests that the cage is not the proper place for the tiger. Of course, the natural habitat is its real place, is its proper place. So we can say the tiger in the cage is actually a victim of human cruelty. Generally, tigers are found sitting under some bushes or long grass near some water bodies, so that the tiger can see its prey like deer coming there to drink water, and consequently can slide silently through the grass and kill them. The poet wants to convey to all humankind that the tiger should be there in the forest and not in a cage. In the zoo, we have kept the tiger within the bars of a cage. Behind the bars here actually means he is inside the cage. The poet says that he is not supposed to be there. He is supposed to be there in its natural habitat. It should be roaming around in the free landscape. Further, the poet gave a suggestion that the tiger should be sitting at the jungle's edge near the village. It may terrorize the people passing that way by showing its sharp teeth, baring its claws, and producing a roaring sound of anger. So you just imagine, sometimes some of our cities, the village cities, like Dhari, I have heard that sometimes the tigers are coming out into the open. So people all get together to watch, keeping a far distance from it. But all the more it actually causes a great fear in the mind of the people when the tiger comes nearby the village. It actually terrorizes the people. Poet has a deep sympathy due to the unpleasant situation of the tiger who is imprisoned in a cell made of concrete. Tiger is unable to come out due to the strong bars fixed at the concrete cells. So the tiger's strength is locked behind the bars. All such circumstances are making tiger having no interest in the visitors. And he keeps on stalking in the limited space of the cage. So here the tiger is not worried about the people who come to visit him. He is just roaming around within that limited space. He has got lot of potentials, but he is not able to express all those things. He is bound by the chain. The poet is trying to make realize the people about a tiger who is sitting in the cage and feeling unpleasant and restless. Tiger is still showing no interest in the sound created by the patrolling cars of the zoo authorities. The poet is showing him staring at the shining stars with his brilliant eyes. The poet is raising a moral issue here, and he intends to present a strong case against the cruelty of humans for the animals kept in cages. The tiger is actually only just listens only to the sound of the patrolling vehicles. It is actually only just looking at the stars in the sky. You see, the shining of the eyes of this tiger and the stars shining in the sky are matched together. In this poem, let us say, the poet is conveying an important message that wild animals should be in their natural habitat. Humans should not hinder that right of these animals. Here he has taken up a sample of animals, that is a tiger here. He stands for the whole animal life. Let us also join with him when we come across such kind of situations. Please go through the poem, read well, understand well, and if there is any clarity required, please ask me. Please go through the figures of speech. You can ask me about that too. So till we meet next, bye-bye.